Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm JC. See, I told you y'all would see me again. I'm coming to you on this video to discuss my reading goals for 2025. We'll talk about reading and how it went in 2024 on a different video in my writing and reading wrap up that will be next week. Mainly because I still have 3 books that I'm trying to finish before I do the wrap up so that I can actually say that I finished those. So I'm not finished those yet, so we'll discuss then. But so my reading goals is a little different. For one, it's insane because I'm probably trying to read far too many books than I can actually read. But y'all know who I am. I always shoot for the impossible, right? Because at least if I get halfway there or a little more than halfway there, I've still done more than I would normally do. Again, because I haven't actually finished reading the other books, I don't know exactly how many books I've read this year so far, but I'm just going to go out on a limb and say it's more than I've read in previous years. I am increasing my speed of reading, just not as much as I would like to. That's it. I'm also going to do something that could seem a little weird for me if y'all know who I am and how much I dislike audio books. You'll probably want to know, well then why are you trying to incorporate so many audiobooks on your list for 2025? Well, because I believe in expanding my horizons. Yes, I don't like change, but I also, on the flip side, know that sometimes change is necessary and can change your perspective on things. And okay, really this all really started because there was a book I wanted to read this year, of which I'm still currently trying to finish on audiobook, that I started in January. And I really wanted to read it, but I couldn't afford the physical form to buy it from Amazon, and my library didn't have it, and none of the libraries in the immediate library system had it to be shipped to my library in physical form. So the only way I could read it was an audiobook. And then I also read Catelyn Duncan's oh my god, what, Her Buried Lives. I listened to that audio book of it on, she has the playlist on YouTube. It's also on Spotify and other places. But, and whoever narrated that, I think maybe the narrator is the problem for me. At least for fiction audiobooks. For nonfiction, it's just the fact that I don't retain information well that way for audio. Like when I need to write and take notes and remember quotes and things, audio just is not the best for me. But fiction, I think, is really just the narrator, and whoever the narrator she used for Her Buried Lives was phenomenal because I ate that up. So sneak peek at 2 books that's going to be on my list for the wrap up. But so I am doing a challenge for myself, which feel free to do if you want, but it's to read 12, that's 1 a month, classical mystery books this year. And by classical I mean, because y'all know I love mystery, and I am, sneak peek at my goals again, going to go on a querying journey with my mystery book next year. But I also want to read some of the classical mysteries, some of the books that started the whole mystery genre, and going back to books that were published well before I was born. Sherlock Holmes or Sir Arthur Conan, why can't I say his name? Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, Agatha Christie. I love Agatha Christie. So I'm got some books, and I'm actually going to listen to those 12 classical mystery books in audiobook form. And so real quick, those 12 books that I'm going to listen to in 2025, The Maltese Falcon by Samuel Dashiell Hammett, Murder on the Orient Express by Agatha Christie, The Big Sleep by Raymond Chandler, A Study in Scarlet by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, Death on the Nile by Agatha Christie, Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy by John Le Carre, Evil Under the Sun by Agatha Christie, The Thin Man by Samuel Dashiell Hammett. Side note, I love the Thin Man movies, the black and whites, so I'm kind of really eager to read that or to listen to that book. The Daughter of Time by Josephine Tey, The Lady in the Lake by Raymond Chandler, A Mind to Murder by P.D. James, and The Hidden Staircase by Carolyn Keene, the Nancy Drew books. I love Nancy Drew. So that's kind of a reread for me, but I haven't read it in a very long since I was a kid. So then my other challenge to myself is ebooks, because I looked at my Kindle ebook library, and I have a thing, since I can't physically buy books because money, and I don't have the space right now because I don't have a home to keep the physical books. I haven't been able to buy any books, so I do a thing. It's my online version of retail therapy, where I get in a really depressed mood, and so I go and peruse the free Kindle books. So I have like 500 and something Kindle books in my ebook library. I figure it's probably a good idea to try to actually read some. So I have 8 romance ebooks on my list to read this year. The Anti-Relationship Year by Katie Wismer, Ask Cassandra by Kate Healy, Bless Your Heart by Lyra Parrish, Love, Joy, and Lattes by Harmony Noble, I Loved You First by Kate Bowman, Lonely in Paris by Lisa Stanbridge, The Mistletoe Masquerade Wish by N.D. James, and Enemies with Benefits by Roxy Noir. I had limited to 8 because there's like 500 something ebooks and I can't read them all. So, also on ebooks, the mystery or thriller Message in the Bones by Dawn Merriman, The Bookshop Murder by Maren Allingham, Girl Missing by Kate Gable, If She Knew by Blake Pierce, Murder at Juniper Hall by Paget Farmer, Witches, Histories, and Murders by Scarlett Moss. And for paranormal ebooks, I had Midlife Murder and Magic by Lisa Bouchard, New Witch on the Block by Louisa West, Bitter Demons by Sarah Cannon, and Shadow Demons by Sarah Cannon. And then I have the nonfiction books that I want to read, which is Big Magic. I was supposed to read that this year, but I didn't. Don't judge me. So I'm going to read Big Magic. I have that in physical form because I still have it from the library. But the other 3 are also audiobooks, which is The Mountain Is You by Brianna Weiss, who's the author of the 101 Essays to Change the Way You Think audiobook that I started at the beginning of this year that I'm still not finished yet. Don't judge me. Finding Me by Viola Davis, and I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy, which I was also supposed to read last year and I didn't. The rest of whatever I read will be in physical form, and I don't have a list for those because I just kind of decided the physical books that I read will most likely be from the library. I'll never really know if I what I might get from the library or what I'll have to take back and what I will be able to keep, and so I kind of just didn't write the physical list down because I forgot to put okay, we're going to add to the list. I just added it mentally. I'm going to write it down as soon as I finish filming this. But also by Katie Wismer in the paranormal section, Bloodless Ties and Ruthless Ends, because I need to finish the Marionette series. And I've read the first 2. I had the physical form before they got tossed out. And I want to read the other 2. Have not bought the ebooks of those yet, but I will, unless I somehow am able to get the physical books, which would be great. But I'm going to add those to the list under ebooks because that's probably more than likely what I'll be able to get them under. But my grand total of books that I would like to read in 2025 is 72. That's a lot. I know. I did the math on a calculator, of course. 6 books a month. Is that doable? I don't know. We shall see. I think the way I'm going to try to manage my routine next year, it could be doable because I've recently started a new writing routine in which I've learned to incorporate actual reading time into that routine. And I think if I actually incorporate reading time, carved out reading time, I could get more read. But I'm gonna have fun trying. So there's that. If I get 72 books, oh my God, I'm gonna be so thrilled with myself if I can read 72 books. If I can even read 50, 52, because that would be added to about one a month. If I can even read 52, I'll be thrilled. But we're gonna try. I'm always shooting for the damn near impossible. It's fine. It's who I am. And I am who I am. I don't think I'm ever going to change, and I'm ever going to make what people consider as reasonable goals. Which probably means I'm going to always be stressed out over the goals I don't achieve. But we'll work on that part later. But yeah, so those are my reading goals for 2025. I'm really excited to read the classical mysteries, just because I love mystery, and I really want to go back and read some of the Sherlock Holmes and the Agatha Christie's and the books that started the whole mystery genre. I really want to go back and read some of those. Some of them I actually haven't read. I've never, believe it or not, never read The Maltese Falcon. And I cannot believe I've never read that. But that will change this year because I think that's the one I'm going to start with. Now, how will I select the books I read? That's a whole nother thing. I was thinking about doing like a wheel spinner every month or something to see which 6 books I try to read each month. Stay tuned to find out how I select my books. I don't really know. Because I think part of the hang up with me reading is I always have such a hard time at deciding which books to read next. If I use a wheel spinner or something, it'll decide for me. And that way I won't spend so much time trying to figure out what I'm going to read next. But yeah. There could be a TBR jar or reading jar, whatever. I'll figure it out. But so there you have it. Those are my very, very overly ambitious reading goals for 2025. Pray for me as I try to read what averages out to about 6 books a month. Could read more, could read less. Who knows? I don't know. And if I read more than 72, that'll be bonus, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Let me know in the comments what some of your reading goals are for 2025. What reading challenges are you going to be participating in? All the things. Leave some suggestions if you would like, all in the comment section. But that's going to be it for this video. If you like what you see and you want to see more videos from me, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. I post videos on Mondays. I typically live stream on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but will not be doing that again until January 8th in the new year. As per usual, if you would like to be supportive of me in any of my creative endeavors, such as my blog, my online magazine, my online store with writer merch, by becoming a member on my Patreon, by tipping me on my Ko-fi, or by buying my books or reading them in Kindle Unlimited, all of those links can be found in the description box below. And until next time, take care of yourselves. Have a blessed day. Bye.